Rangers have some cards, maybe some business cards that you guys can ask about. It doesn't cost anything, and it's just fun to... And our goal is to be able to, when somebody says, how many people are in the Rangers? I want to be able to say, it's over 9,000! So I thought that would be a fun goal. Okay, question. Yes?
What's your best thing that you've autographed before? Have you autographed legs? And what's the worst thing you've autographed?
The worst thing or the best thing? Well, I have some amazing stories about autographing. And you're laughing already, like you know these stories. See, I should just give her the mic, right? Here, take it. Well, there's a funny story that it's probably gotten on YouTube way too many times about a girl that asked me if I would sign her car, like go into the parking lot with her with a giant Sharpie and sign her car. And as I was signing it, I was even saying out loud, I'm like, you know, once this weather and elements and stuff is probably going to rub off. And she goes, yeah, you're right. Would you sign the inside? And she opens the door, and I'm like, where do you want me to sign? She goes, sign on the visor, the driver's visor. So I got in there, and I'm like sitting in her car, and I'm signing, and I'm thinking, you know, if she has any kind of chloroform, you know, and it's like, I'm going to kill him. I mean, she could, like, put it over my face right there and drive away. Fortunately, she didn't have such design. One of the favorite stories that I love to tell, though, and this may even be where you were going with that. I was at a convention in New York, and I was with Laura Bailey, who plays Lust, and Colleen, who plays Hawkeye and directed, and Caitlin, who played Winry. And we were sitting at a table, much like this, on a stage. So when the people were walking by to get autographs, they were down lower, and we could only see like this much of them, right? So we're sitting at this table, and this girl walks up to me, and she says, she's like real emotional. And she said, I can't tell you what Full Metal meant to me. It really, at a very difficult time in my life, it was there, and it helped me get through something I never imagined I could get through. And I feel like I have so much in common with Ed. And I was thinking, okay, you're like 20-something, you're a girl. You know, I'm not really seeing what you have in common. I was waiting for her to tell me what she had in common with Ed, right? And we're just listening to this girl, and she's so kind, and she's so soft-spoken. And then finally she says to me, I don't care if my mom gets mad at me or not. Would you sign this for me? And she walked around the side of the table, and she had a prosthetic leg. She had lost her leg in like a car accident or something, and like from here down was a prosthetic leg. And suddenly it was like, that's what she has in common with Dad. And I just started sobbing. And I'm like, Caitlin. And we all just were like blown away. And we got up and we went around the side of the table and went down, and all four of us signed this girl. She wanted us to sign the prosthetic leg. That is beyond words, you guys. You know, what we make, when the day is over, what we make are animation. You know what I mean? They're stories. But when they're able to somehow transcend the story and help people through difficult times, when they're able to give somebody a little more strength or courage to go on when they don't think they can, that's priceless. That's so much bigger than a show. And I will never be able to thank God or you guys or Funimation or ADV, everybody that's been involved, for the privilege to be a part of stuff like that. Something that makes people laugh, or makes people cry, or helps people through difficult times, or makes them think about something, or whatever. So that story was a really perfect example of how you do this show and you don't really think much about how important it could be to somebody. But a lot of times they are more important than